Welcome to my channel. If you are visiting for the first time, please do subscribe, like and comment. Let's begin the Sociology Unit 1, subtopic Social Control. Social control, the meaning, needs and type. Society is collectivity of groups and individuals. It exists for the welfare and advancement of the whole. The mutuality on which it depends is possible to sustain by adjustment of varied and contradictory interests. The structure pattern continues to exist because of its inbuilt mechanism and sanction system. Social control implies the social intercourse which is regulated in accordance with established and recognized standards and is comprehensive, omnipotent, and effective to stimulate order, discipline, and mutuality, and to discourage and, if need be, to punish the deviance. So, the concept of sociology is useful for the study of societies, and among them, social control is one of the important mechanisms by which the stability and sustainability of societies is based on. Hence, social control is one of the important component which we need to understand. Generally speaking, social control is nothing but control of the society over individuals. In order to maintain the organization and the order of society, man has to kept under some sort of control. This control is necessary in order to have desired behavior from the individuals and enable them to develop social qualities. Society, in order to exist and progress, have to exercise a certain control over its members. Since any marked deviation from the established ways is considered a threat to its welfare. Hence, social control has been termed by the sociologist, and for the first time the social control was first introduced by Woodbey Small and Edgar Vincent in the year 1894. There are many sociologists who have defined the concept of social control. As Ross defines, social controls refers to the system of devices whereby society brings its members into conformity with the accepted standard of behavior. Another sociologist, Agburn and Nimkoff, has said that social control refers to the patterns of pressures which society exerts to maintain order and establish the rules. And another social scientist, Gillen, says social control is the system of measures, suggestions, persuasions, restraint and coercion by whatever means, including physical force, by which society brings into conformity to the approved pattern of behavior a subgroup, or by which a group molds into conformity to its members. Another scientist, McLever, says social control is the way in which entire social order coheres and maintains itself, how it operates as a whole, as a changing equilibrium. Now let's see what is the actual need of social control. As discussed earlier, social control is necessary for an orderly social life. The society has to regulate and pattern individual behavior to maintain normative social order. Without social control, the society is about to get disturbed. If the individual is effectively socialized, he conforms to the accepted ways from force of habit as well as from desire of being accepted and approved by the other persons. Hence, there are several ways in which social control can be established in a society. However, the need of the social control is as follows. Various social thinkers have expressed their views in different ways about the need of social controls. Few among them are re-establishing the old social system. The main need of the social control is to keep the existing order intact. In other words, it is the desire of the society to make its members to live in a manner in which their forefathers have been living. Although enforcement of the older order in a changing society may hinder social progress, Yet, it is necessary to maintain social continuity and uniformity in the society. Next need of social control is regulation of individual social behavior. Social control is necessary in order to regulate the individual behavior in order to meet the social objectives and social values. Next is obedience to social decisions. Society takes certain decisions. These decisions are taken in order to maintain and uphold the values of the society. Through social control, attempt is made to get social decisions obeyed. Next is to establish social unity. Unity is not possible without social control. Social control regulates the behavior of individuals in accordance with established norms, which brings uniformity of behavior and brings unity among individuals. Next need is to bring solidarity. Social control is to create the feeling of solidarity in the minds of people. In the competitive world, the weaker group may be exploited by the stronger group, or equally powerful groups may clash among themselves. This affects the harmony and order. Some groups may develop anti-social attitudes and pose danger to the organization of the society. Therefore, there is necessity for the different groups and institutions to maintain social order. Next need is to bring conformity in society. Social control is intended to bring about uniformity in the behavior of individual members of the society and to bring about different types of conformities in the society. Next need is to provide social sanction. Any marked deviation from the accepted norms is considered a threat to the welfare of the group as a whole. Hence, sanctions are used by the groups to control the behavior of the individuals. Next need is to check the cultural maladjustment. Society is continuously undergoing many changes, and individuals have to adjust their behavior according to the changes taking place in the society. But all the individuals cannot adjust themselves to new situations. Hence, some become deviants. Thus, social control is necessary to check maladjustment of individuals. No doubt, social control is needed to prevent the society from disintegration. However, in modern societies, the societies have become more complex in nature. Hence, people have come to an habit of violating rules and social norms. If the agencies of social controls do not act effectively, societies may suffer from chaos and disintegration. Different social thinkers have categorized social control in different ways. A few classifications in this regard to types and forms of social control are as follows. Forms of social control as given by Karl Mannin is of two types: direct social control and indirect social control. Direct social control is through family, neighbors, playgroups and other types of primary groups. And indirect control is through the secondary groups, through customs, traditions, rationalized behavior and public opinion. And the second type of classification is given by Gurvich. According to him, they are classified into four categories: organized social control, unorganized social control, spontaneous social control and more spontaneous social control. And next form of social control given by Young is of two types, that is positive social control and negative social control. Positive social control is through appreciation and reward, and negative social control is through punishment and derecognition given by the society. Another type of classification of social control given by Hayes is of two types, that is control by sanction and control by socialization and education. Control by sanction is according to the values of the societies which are rewarded, and control by socialization in education is taught to the individuals through the education. Next form of social control or type of social control given by Lambe is as follows, that is social control through physical force method and human symbol method. Physical force method is through punishment and human symbol method is through the language, tradition, custom, religion, rituals, etc. Kohli has given two types of social control, conscious and unconscious. Conscious social control is the act of individuals through accepted objectives, and unconscious is through the various customs followed in the society. Generally, social control is classified under the following two forms: formal social control and informal social control. Formal social control is exercised by known and deliberate agencies of social controls through law, punishment, army, constitution, etc. Man is forced to accept these forms of social control. Generally, these forms are exercised by secondary groups. And second is informal social control. These agencies of social controls have grown according to the needs of the society. Folkways, modes, customs, social norms, etc. fall under this category of social control. Generally, primarily institutions exercise this type of social control. So, as discussed, social control can be through informal means and by formal means. We will discuss what are the various informal means of social control. First one being norm, second one being value, third being folkways, fourth through modes, 5 through customs, 6 through belief system, 7 through ideology, 8 through social suggestions, 9th through religion, and 10th one through arts. Hence, these are the various informal ways of social control. Formal means of social control comes through education, through law, and through coercion. And coming to the agencies of social control, family is one of the important agencies of social control. Second is state, and third is educational institutions. Fourth, neighborhood. Fifth, public opinion. Sixth, propaganda and press. Seventh is economic organization. Social control has always been there, though its operational character has changed from age to age. The norms, values, etc. were always there, but their constituents have always been changing. The present day industrialization, urbanization, quick means of transport and communication, desertion of the villages, mobility of the people, the rise of towns, cities and metropolitan areas, and the mixing of the people, like of which never had been before, has brought the old values to shamble. Hence, the emergence of new is stimulating the social process. Hence, one need to understand how these social processes can be controlled through various agencies of social control. Please do like, share and subscribe to my channel.